Yes, Sophie, your pilot into the Universal Chinese. Let's continue unpacking some classical China era's concepts. And in September, we're going to focus on some Taoism concepts. I'm excited about that because we've been talking a lot about the very orderly, very social ideas about how we should live our life from Confucius' point of view. And to counter that, there is a second thread of thinking of the framing of how you should live your life in China according to Taoism. And so Chinese, I believe, in the past, before, there's only one thinking, one framing in China nowadays. Before, there gotta be people choose, subscribe to different ideology. I mean, all of these are framing. So just which way you want to look at the world with. And it could be disposable as well, right? Or detachable. You can put on this lens. So this month, we're looking at the world through the lens of Taoism. Qian is today's concept. It's one of the major concepts. When we're talking about the 天干地支, or we're talking about 八卦, trigram, these key concepts in China, that from Taoism, Qian is the number one. The first one comes up, and which in the 八卦, the trigram with three lines, either connected or disconnected. This is three of them all connected, meaning it's solid, it's continuous, it's strong, it's straightforward, almost, right? And it's testified to that three times. So it's amped up to the extreme of how positive. If we talk about the yin and the yang as positive and negative, bright or dark, light and shadow. If we look at the world from this binary or bipolar, everything we look at from two extremes and how things are going to morph or meet in the middle, or kind of a switch back and forth, something like that. This qian is totally the bright, the sun, the male, the positive side of things. The three lines connected. Okay, so how that was expressed visually. Pronunciation is qian, and we don't really use this character on its own that much in contemporary Chinese. It's mostly preserved in the Taoism thinking and pinpoint this character associated with man, with male. And okay, it's made of this many parts. Okay, if you look at the 2,000 years ago's dictionary, the things that I can recognize, I can pick out from here, is this oval shape with one horizontal line. That's the sun. That's the energetic ball. So one horizontal line symbolizes energy from it. So we have heat, you have light emitting from that ball, that sphere. So this energetic sphere is Chinese abstraction of the sun. From the sun, then we have us, right? Everything else is after that. And then this trident looking thing is simply something growing. And we have one horizontal line with one puff of air. That is from the first person perspective. Chinese is thinking and talking and expressing from the human's perspective, how we view our world. I mean, that's the starting point. And I'm not saying there's only one way of looking at it, but I guess that's the most natural and instinctive way, because that's how we were born into thinking. We have to look at the world from our own eyes, and we have to be like self-centered first. And then in terms of a language level or cultural level, it's self-centered in terms of human. We have to talk from human's perspective. So this one puff of air is from our perspective, that our air puffing out. And this horizontal line, you can view it as meeting the upper bound of our existence. So we have this air going out. So when we have air, when we have a breathing, that's almost like something, you breathe life into it, right? So something starts to breathe. something come alive, something energetic. Okay, and then we have this almost like Mercedes-Benz icon. It's a three triangle shape. Each corner is about 120 degrees, right? Out of the 360-degree circle. And that shape is about pointing upward, going upward, as visual as that, upward going. And at the bottom, in contemporary Chinese, we abstracted it into this almost like a letter Z, English letter Z. And letter Z is an interesting character. It's zigzag. It's going this way and that way, right? It's not stable. It's zigzaggy. So in Chinese, we also have this twisting, turning, plot changing thing. So it's not linear. It's almost like imitating how we proceed in life. It's not a linear process. We zigzag through it. And this almost letter Z looking thing is the expression of you come as if it's a life force, just born into life and trying to get out of its shell or, I don't know, some protective thing. And then you break through that like a bird. You break through the egg. You break through your original the beginning of life and make a lot of effort to get out there and to, I guess, zigzag out there. And so it depicts life. So the whole thing, the sun, the plant symbol, the air coming out, the outward, the upward pointing, and this life's force, life's beginning start to zigzag through life. So all that gives you the sense of some things are happening. Things are positive, things are upward going, and it's corresponding to yin yang, this yang side, and yang, okay, I should pronounce it the Chinese way. Yang is corresponding to male energy, positive energy. Okay, we have Qianlong, which is the fifth Qing dynasty's emperor. We got lots of documentation, lots of recording of what Qianlong accomplished. It's regarded as one of the most accomplished good emperors or excellent, outstanding emperors who did a lot and have certain reputation. I'm not going to go deep into that, but I mean, for emperors to choose name for themselves, it got to be good meaning, right? So Qian, besides it means male, means positive, means solar, means powerful. It also means sky, and sky is, I guess, almost the way emperors gave themselves the legality to reign over so many others, human beings, because emperors themselves are human. Why he mostly is above everybody else? Why we follow this one leader? Not just because he's virtuous, okay? Not just by power, by virtue, but there is this mythology of how this kind of special picked person by the divinity. And divinity is represented by the sky. And the qian is this sky image, this heaven image, this something up there image. Okay, so long means thrive. So it's like the heaven and also thrive. So both are super positive, powerful Chinese characters, and this emperor used himself. You can see this is a pretty highly energetic, confident dude. Okay, qian zhai, male house. What does it mean, male house? It turned out like when in ancient times two female male come into marriage, that's two households got connected. And so qian, of course, is the groom's family side. So we use the zhai, this living quarters, this architecture for the living place. We use that location to represent the household. Just like in English, right? We use household, we use house in that hold to represent the group of people living in there. It's a space. We're using space to represent that family. Okay, qian gang gang means firm. So again, this gang, positive, firm, solid, non-budging, all that, or non-flexible, stiff, all that is associated with either the sky, the male, the yang energy. So they are in the same category. So we just express that again, 乾刚. So we're saying that something, well, here I translate it as nature's law. I guess in ancient times, just like the origin story in Bible, the Genesis, right? We have light, and then the heaven and earth separation. So heaven comes first. So when we say sky, that means equivalent of heaven, this universe, the outer boundary of our existence, that comes first. And when we say gang, that means it's non-fungible. It's not immutable. Like you can do nothing about it. It's not going to change its way. And therefore, together, it means nature's law. Like you have to, I guess, comply. There's no other choice. It's from the origin, the outer existence, the universe that you have to obey. Okay, so it's interesting. This is from Unsplash website. So when I key in male, of course, there are all kinds of representations of malehood. I just like the black and the white contrast here. And if black means in, means negative, and the light portion means yang, over here, in that sense, it's more in dominant imagery. But from the lighting, it's showing a male face. And I'm kind of determined, like, why is a male face? But I guess it is a male face. But here is just to show you, 乾 means heaven, means positive, male, and the triple connected continuous line on the background, the trigram. So it's the extreme side of super positive, super energetic force. And